Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining our webinar today. I'm Dan Chin with Dan Chin Homes. Would everyone type number one in the chat if you can hear me? I just want to make sure you can hear me here. Let's see here. All right, Christine, thank you. Jeremy, all right, awesome. Very good. All right, today's going to be an exciting day. We're going to show you exactly what it takes to make $100,000 in real estate today. Now, we were supposed to have Heath on here. Heath got super sick. So instead, we have another one of our agents on here, Alex, who's going to be talking about his story. So I'm going to jump right into the slideshow here, but by the end of this, you should know exactly what it takes to make $100,000 in real estate. Feel free to ask questions in the chat while we're going. We have people on here that are going to help with sorting those, and I'll do my best to answer them all as well. When you ask a question, please raise your hand. That way we can have you in the view here. All right. All right. All right, so a little bit about us and me. So we've helped multiple agents make over $100,000 a year, and we've sold more than 2,000 homes in the past 10 years, over 700 or 670 million in volume of homes. And with just 10 agents, we were ranked third in the state of Wisconsin. You think about that, there's teams out there that have 30, 50 agents on it. So our agents are very highly trained and very highly skilled, and that results in them making quite a bit of money. Uh, like it says there, I've had first year agents sell more than 50 homes and net nearly 200,000 in their first year. So really, it's all about following the training, following the best practices, and showing up. All right, so today we have Alex on with us. Alex, are you able to turn on your camera or anything? He, in his first full year in the business, he signed 109 clients. There he is. Hey, Alex. In
Hi guys, how are you?
2024, last year, he sold $9.8 million in volume. So that's over 30 transactions. And so he netted after broker splits, team splits, all of that stuff. He netted over $129,000, and it's his fourth year on the team. So thanks for joining us last minute, Alex. Heath was pretty sick today, I guess, so he couldn't make it. So
Hey,
these are,
how are you guys?
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, can
So
you hear
these are
me?
Alex. Yeah, I can hear you. Yep, I think people
All
can
right.
hear you. So these are Alex's numbers in 2024. So 30 homes closed. You can see here over $129,000 in take home. This is a system we use called Sisu, and it tracks all of our transactions, all the people coming into our system, all the leads, et cetera. And you can see he had 120 buyer appointments set. 88 of those actually met, but he signed more. So Alex is really good with rapport and building those relationships with people. So some that he hadn't even met with, or people from his past job when he was selling cars, signed probably, right? Or were those carryovers from 2023, you think?
Yeah. Some people that were a little bit of carryover from 2023, like didn't either didn't close in 2023, or we're still looking for homes. But yeah, a lot of people from also from Sphere, from people that I knew in my past jobs, and that's what is one of the things that is nice about this industry. That certainly a lot of things are very, or a lot of people that you find, um, it it can be very organic too. So that's why this career, we call it people career, because you're constantly talking with with people all the time, and you find clients in places that you never expected. That's why I always carry business cards with me, or and you never know. Like sometimes you end up meeting people in, like, grocery stores, all kinds of places. But yeah,
Absolutely. You never want to be a secret agent, right? Um,
that's
so
right.
of those appointments and things, 25 buyers closed on their new homes and five listing or sellers closed on their home sale, resulting in 129,000. Um, so we're gonna do a little poll here, and I'm not sure how to do it with this system, but I'm gonna have you guys type in the chat. So what percentage of real estate agents fail? What do you guys think? People who think, hey, I'm gonna become a realtor, give it a shot, see how it goes, get into it, and they end up quitting. Okay, so we got 75, 65, 75, 60. Okay, 89%. Ooh, Bradford, pretty close. 89% of agents fail. It's not what they thought it was. So why is that? Well, people go into real estate, they get their license by taking a class where, in Wisconsin at least, they're just teaching you how to fill out contracts that are written by state attorneys. But they don't teach you how to get clients. They don't teach you how to actually help clients and give good customer service, how to show homes, all of that. All you know what to do is fill out the forms. And maybe you don't even know how to do that very well. So they get into it, they watch Selling Sunset, they think they're going to make $100 million selling these mansions, and they can't even get a client. A lot of people say, well, maybe my family or friends will work with me. Well, when you're brand new, they probably won't. And that was a gift an agent gave me when I was brand new. He said, just so you know, like your friends and family, they aren't going to work with you in the beginning because you don't really know what you're doing, and they know that. And it's a big deal helping someone buy or sell a home. Okay, here's another poll. Type in what you think the average pay of a first year solo agent is. Bradford 23, Jeremy 10K, 10K is 55K, 15K, 30K. All right. $15,000. So this is a business where, and this is on average, right, for a solo agent out there. Average pay was $15,000 after their commissions, et cetera. Um, a lot of people have this idea each home that sells, they're going to be charging 6% commission, and then they do the math. They're like, oh, I'm going to make a ton of money. But what people don't realize is that actually gets split. So some goes to whoever's representing the buyer, some goes to whoever's representing the seller. Then a portion of that goes to the brokerage that the agent is working under. So we all need to operate under a legal entity. So that's called the broker. Then you have your expenses, et cetera, left with 15 grand on average. All right, average pay of a second and third year solo agent. So this is an agent that's not on a team. They're trying to do everything themselves. They're not leveraging other people. What do you guys think? Throw it in the chat here. So 25, 20, 40, 55, 30, 25 to 30. All right, big reveal. $38,141 for years 2 and 3. So not as high as people think. I think this is a big reason why a lot of people fail. They're in like a salaried role where they have this steady income. Um, they're not fulfilled, maybe, right? They're like, I can work as hard as I can, and it doesn't matter. I'll never make a penny more. But at the end of the day, um, it's like the golden handcuffs, right? There's used to that salary, maybe it's the benefits, that sort of thing. And to go into a role where you're commission only is scary. Okay, so solo or team, team versus brokerage, what's the difference? So solo agent, that's how I started. I was all alone. I had to figure everything out myself. It took me a long time. As a solo agent, it takes way longer to get going. My first year, I made $0. My second year, I made like 20,000, and I don't think I broke 100K until year 3 or 4. And that's all alone. So I was trying to do everything myself. I wasn't really leveraging other people. When I hired my first assistant, my income tripled and my production tripled. So the idea of a team is there's people already set up, already experts at what they do in a part of the helping someone buy or sell a home, and you're coming in, and as an agent, all you have to do is the actual sales part, right? So you're not having to deal with how the commissions get transferred, how the contracts get run through the broker, all that stuff. You're going on appointments, you're signing contracts with clients, you're writing offers, you're listing homes, and then you're negotiating those. So other people take care of the marketing, they take care of all the paperwork, all of the brokerage stuff that you would do if you're a solo agent. So team versus brokerage, a team is a team of people still under a brokerage, right? So the brokerage is the legal entity. You can see behind me the real sign back there. That's the brokerage we're under is Real Broker. Some of the other brokers you may have heard of are like Keller Williams or Remax, First Weber, Stark in the area. So that's the brokerage. A team is a team of agents and admin staff. They're designed to create a excellent customer service experience for a client. It's designed with leverage, right? So we have agents on our team who aren't even doing the showings for the clients. They have a showing agent on our team that's doing all the showings. That way they're able to use that time instead of being out showing homes. They're able to use that time to find more clients, right? And when you're doing that, you're now tripling your potential income. And then when the showing agent's showing the clients homes and then the clients find a home that they like and want to write an offer on, then the agent writes the offer and negotiates the offer. So it's all about leverage. So the team helps an agent leverage and earn extra income much faster. Yeah, 70. So if you've ever heard like the 80-20 rule, where 80% of something is done by 20%, well, in real estate, it's more like the 7 and 93%. So 93% of the money is made by 7% of the agents. And I can tell you, it's probably even less in the Dane County area. It's the same group of people all the time that we're sitting in closings with. So how do agents get paid? Well, once you get a client, you have to help them with either selling or buying, right? Once they find one that they like, you need to write a winning offer. And if it's a competitive environment, you need to know how to write a competitive offer. And so there's a lot of elements to that and a lot of learning over the years that we've done to figure out how to win with offers. Um, Once you get an accepted offer and you beat out all the other ones, now you have to go through all the contingencies of the offer, right? So you go through like the inspections, the appraisals, the financing, all of that. And typically it's 30 to 60 days from the date of the accepted offer at a successful closing that you get paid. So that's something to keep in mind. When you go into a real estate agent role, you're not going to be getting paid right away. You need to get clients, you need to be successful in helping them find homes um, and get accepted offers and then get through the process from accepted offer through all the inspections, contingencies to closing before you get paid. So it can be a while. So we always recommend you look at your monthly expenses and have saved in the bank at least 3 months of monthly expenses that you can burn through while you're working on building your business. So why is that a problem for new agents? Well, it doesn't come easy building new business, especially when you don't have leads flowing in. When you're on a team, a lot of teams pay for leads. So our team gets, hundreds of leads per month that are disseminated amongst our agents. And frankly, on our team, we have more leads than our agents can handle right now. So how do you get in the 7%? Build a predictable business, right? It's all about splitting up your time where you have your part of your day spent on building your business, right? So converting leads to clients, setting appointments, and then half your time is spent on servicing your current clients. So taking them out on showings, writing offers, negotiating offers, navigating contingencies, that sort of thing. Alex, what would you say has been key for you in building your business? Because you've built a pretty successful business.
Yes,
Oh,
definitely
can you
part
raise
of
your
the
hand? Can you do the raise your hand in the thing? Yeah, there. Then it puts you up like that.
okay, is that good there?
Mm-hmm.
I would say big part of the my success has been um, separating the dollar amount from uh, people, because um, people appreciate when you treat people as people, and this this career, this business is big part of just uh, treating people as people. They appreciate that. But I treat my clients as pretty much as a family. I think like big part of my success has been that I continuously do a follow up with my clients even after they buy their house or sell their house. Um, uh, you know, I, a lot of times I become friends of them. Like, I have a huge list of clients that we have become friends. That we do dinners, and I'm a musician myself too. So I a lot of times invite a lot of my clients to events and gigs that I have and things like that. So again, it's I think big part of that has been just being personal, and
Mhm.
and don't forget about your people, because they do appreciate that. They do appreciate a follow-up call, how things are going with the house, and hey, just a follow-up. This is a winter time, this is a great time to clean your gutters or things like that, especially when you are a homeowner. But little things like that, I think it's been very important in my career.
And Alex, when it comes to scheduling your day, what does that look like for you? Because I know you've built a predictable business, right? And that's didn't come natural at first.
No, it didn't. At the beginning, actually, as you remember, I didn't have a lot of. My schedule was like all over the place, and part of the part of being on a team, and certainly Dan has helped me a lot with this, was to organize more my time and focus my time in in I, I will say in productivity, in terms of what is going to create more um, results, rather than focusing my time in things that weren't going to have any results or not as much impact as I thought. And so, I mean, Dan has been in this industry for many years, so I think when you come into a new career, whether it's a team or a solo agent, you have to be coachable, and you have to open your mind, and where there is a lot of knowledge, there is a lot of information, and um, and I was a solo agent at the beginning. I actually, when I started, was a solo agent, and I didn't know where to even start. So when I started with the with the team and with Dan, that was a big part of my I would say the big change, where I follow what was already been proven, and techniques that have been proven, and Dan certainly follow that. And so I follow that, and um, I started practicing best practices in business from Dan Chin. So certainly that was a big part of, I would say, my success. To I was coachable, but also I put the time where it was needed to.
Absolutely. So I think that's key what you said too, like someone who's coachable, right, and willing to learn in of a growth mindset, right? And I didn't
Big
come
time.
up with all this stuff. Like these are best practices within the industry. I took the time and the years to figure it out and figure out what worked best, and then tested a ton of stuff. And we've developed a blueprint where anyone coming in on to the team can really look at that and just take off running. Um, all right. So, and then also, I think another benefit of a team is the shadowing opportunities, right? So, Alex is very good at building rapport with people, even before they meet. Um, there was a time a couple months ago where someone came to the office and Brittany greeted them at the front, and they came down the hall, and Alex came around the corner, and the woman was like, Alex, and gave him a huge hug. and I assumed it was like a long, old friend of his. That was the first time they ever met. But before he even met them in person, he was building that relationship over the phone, really focusing on what's important to them and focusing on them, and built a lot of trust with them. Um, so we got a couple of things here. Bradford isn't making money. What it's all about. He's being funny. Bradford's actually a guy on our team, and he couldn't care more about the people that he's helping. What are the top things to look for when choosing a team? That's a great question. So when choosing a team, you want to know what brokerage are they under, and how do the splits work, and then how do the team splits work. That gives you an idea where you could calculate out what you would make. You want to know that they have team members that are actually making the amount of money that you need to make to support your lifestyle, and then to be able to talk to them and find out how the team has helped them do that. You want to know what kind of support they're giving you. You want to know what you need to pay in. So there's some teams and brokerages out there where you're paying in monthly fees, hundreds and hundreds of dollars, where even if you're not even doing any business. So those would definitely be some things I would want to know. All right, so let's go back to the slideshow here. Good questions. All right. Um, so the power of the team, like Alex was saying, the world-class training, hands-on mentorship. On our team right now, there's over 135,000 leads in our system. People have identified that they're planning to make a move, that just need someone to talk to and figure out how we could be of assistance. I think my camera is in the way. Maybe I don't know if I can move that or not. Oops. Uh, Accountability. So I think that's huge. A lot of people are looking for that. If you're on your own, you don't necessarily have someone checking on you, making sure you're getting done what you need to get done, and that can be super helpful, keeping you on track. I know a lot of agents look for that in a team, and that's why they go to a team. Technology is not cheap. For our team, our expenses are over $100,000 per month to support the activities of our agents and the business. We have two CRM systems, one where people are actually calling out of, and it has all the team member communications in there, so that the clients get a consistent experience. The coaching, I one-on-one coach all of our agents monthly. We have group coaching as a team, and then we also hire out coaching. And then, yeah, just that culture of people who are focused on lifelong improvement, lifelong learning, positivity. I think Alex is a great example of that. He walks in the office and everyone smiles. Like he's just like, no matter how bad his day is going, he's gonna approach it from that perspective and really just be a bright shining light. So collaboration definitely equals success. So the more people you can surround yourself with that are accomplishing the goals that you hope to someday accomplish, the better. So up top left there, that's Eric Ryla on our team. He's our top producer. Doing well over $200,000 a year, maybe three. I don't remember offhand. But he didn't start that way, right? And most of his business now comes from his past clients and referrals from his past clients. It's the best type of business to get, way better than internet leads. But he had to build that over time through the team. And when you're around him, he's always grateful for the opportunity to help others succeed and achieve their goals as well. That's just an example. There's Alex in the top right corner. Uh, so, and we have a lot of fun too. So work hard, play hard. These are just some of the team outings and things. Um, so another thing that comes with a team is the reputation of the team. So a lot of agents, they're coming into it, they've never sold a home before. So when they sit down with a potential client, uh, the client says, well, how many homes have you sold? The agent's gonna be like, well, I've never sold one. You'd be my first client. Well, that's not going to go very well when someone's trusting you with the largest asset that they could potentially own. So when it comes to joining a team, you're also a part of that system and process that has a lot of proven success, and that can help a ton. Um, just looking at my notes here. So who do you need to be to make more than $100,000? We're going to talk about the characteristics of a successful agent. Um, Alex, would you raise your hand and join us again? You got your hand up? Oh no, the icon. There you go. That makes you go up front there. Okay, so Alex, what would you say are the things that make someone super successful in this industry?
Yeah, so kind of like continue where what I was talking. Essentially, be coachable, um, mind driven, have a very open minded. I don't take anything personal because you like in any um, sales job, you're gonna have rejections, right? And the idea is to have a little bit of I would say um, hard skin, like if you don't take anything personal and continue learning. And actually I always say, don't take no for an answer. Actually, that's one of the best things that I mean, you get a no. It's actually I always hear a no. It's a yes, and and continue with that. Because at the end of the day, um, like Dan was saying that this is a percentage rule. The more people you talk, the more people that you're going to, start getting more comfortable talk in the phone or talking in person too. So I would say, like that, like having, that positive mindset, be have a always be grateful for the opportunity because at the end of the day, this is an opportunity that you have in your life. And if you don't have that um, gratitude for the day to day, but also learning, that's I think life can always present other opportunities where you don't even know if that you're getting a really really good opportunity in front of you. So things doesn't happen for a reason. Always things happen for a good reason in life. And if for anything, if you are here, it's for a reason. So thank you for being here. But yeah, I will say gratitude and mind driven and coachable, and yeah, those
And
are one of the things
hardworking.
that hardworking. Yeah. And
Mhm.
um, in real estate, um, if you think things are gonna come to you, because that's what you see in the television or TV shows or whatever. I mean, that's not the truth. You have to put the time, you have to put the effort, making the time um, to make it happen, and and learn. And yeah, I will say those are
Awesome.
probably one of the top ones, but it's certainly you know um, more. But yeah, those are one of the most important ones.
Alex, I'm curious, what are some of the things provided by the team, like the technology, marketing, things like that, that you find super helpful for you that you wouldn't be able to access if you were an individual agent?
Yeah, so um, as an individual agent, you will have a lot of expenses, especially when you are studying. One of the biggest expenses are actually having a CRM, where a CRM can be very expensive. We have here with Dancing Home, we have two CRMs. Um, so that's one of the things that make your life way easier. To follow up with clients, but also to continue getting especially when you're building your career, you want to have that CRM to continue having leads and all that. So that's one. Talking about leads, we have so many leads in the team that we don't that we certainly we need more agents to to follow up with them. But yeah, that's one of the things that that we have a lot of people right away. So especially when you are starting a career and if you are new and you don't even know who to call, that's one of the easiest way to get going right away. We have a great amount of listings as well. So because of that, we have a lot of opportunity for open houses right away. So an open house is actually one of the best way to start your career, because you get people ready, willing, and able to buy a house right away from from open houses. Um, Also, we have an amazing mentorship too program. With the mentorship program, you get the collaboration from other agents who have been in the industry for a while now, that have been the all the ups and downs that comes into the industry, but also the failures too, because some as you go into the career, you also get sometimes situations where um, you fail and you learn, and by those situations you happen to teach other people. So that's an amazing opportunity there to learn a lot from the mentorship program. um, Also, we have an amazing opportunity with the team, where we have a lot of um, it's more like appreciation events for our clients, and that's an amazing opportunity where you can invite not only people that people that you friends and family, to to start potentially showing who you're working with, but also in the event that they're thinking about buying or selling a house in the future, they will think about you. So those events you are in part of the team. There's no expense to you, but more so to take an opportunity to potentially get um, family and friends and people that uh,
So a
to
great
put the
example of that, and Alex is really good at this, but we rent out 3 to 4 theaters full at the Marcus Theaters in Sun Prairie. So I mean, those fit a lot of people, like 100, more than 100 people each theater. We rent that out. The team pays for all of that, and we invite not only all of our past clients to that as a appreciation event, but all of our agents can invite all of their friends, family, past coworkers, anyone they know to that event. And when you go to ask them to that event, that's an opportunity to say, "Hey, remember I'm a real estate agent. Want to give you this free opportunity for you and your family." Uh, they come, they have a great time, and there's that feeling of reciprocation where they want to give back. And it's a great opportunity for Alex, for instance, to ask for referrals. Who do you know that's thinking of making a move in the next year that I can help? And Alex really capitalizes on that. How many referrals did you get from the fall appreciation event last year?
I got about 10 10 referrals,
10
um,
referrals.
give or take.
That's pretty amazing. Mm. Bradford's on. He wanted to make a comment about something because so Bradford is a team member. He's actually back behind me right here, and he was an individual agent at another local brokerage. Spun his wheels for a while, and then came to join the team, and has done pretty well in his new start here. So Bradford, what would you want to share?
So my big thing is and this goes back to when I first started. Like, is this team the right fit for me? And what's a team of salespeople like? Because most of the time I think salespeople, and I think cutthroat industry where everybody's trying to do whatever they can to beat out the other guy. Um, Even if it's not exactly necessarily uh, ethical. Uh, what I've found team is that everybody here on a daily basis wants to get the next lead. They want to grow their business. They want to be earning their income. However, you're past that. Everybody here helps everybody. We have questions. We bounce things off each other. We go hang out together. It's friends beyond this. It's not fake. And for me, that's been huge because I needed a lot of help. Oh,
That
this is gonna sound awful because I'm gonna point to you because your aspect of what we should do, how we should care for our clients, and why they're important has been the most biggest thing. And your month to month training, where you continue to build into me and continue to refine what I do. I know.
you're mute, Dan.
I'm muted, sorry. This is getting a little bit cheesy. But I'm going to turn it back to you because if you weren't coachable, you weren't someone that wanted to do an excellent job for your clients, wanted to really impact their lives, and you may have a huge impact on people's lives. Your clients love you. They sing your praises from the rooftops, but because you really care deeply about what this move means to them and what's important to them, right? And so when you care, you want to do a good job, the money just comes along with it, right? But you
Right.
being super coachable and wanting to do better, I remember after one of our trainings on like writing competitive offers, like your business really shot up, which was
Oh yeah.
awesome to see.
Yeah, because that was huge. I mean, just
Yeah.
being open to learning new things and trying them because what's it gonna hurt to make yourself better?
Yeah. And it almost feels like it's becoming a commercial for the team. But the reason we're talking about the team is because it's a fast track, right? So as an individual agent, maybe you'll have a closing in 6 months. So I don't know about you, but um, not many people have that much income saved up to pay their mortgage, their rent, their bills, their groceries, all that stuff without earning any income. It can take a long time to really figure things out, and that's one client, right? And so now you're potentially, you have a closing, you're getting a few grand at that closing. You're like, man, this is maybe going to cover some of that debt I built up, but probably not. So the team fast tracks you. So on our team with our training, we expect people to be setting appointments within the first few weeks. And we've had people with closings within a month. Um, but I would say on average, you're looking at more like 2 months for your first closing still. But you're building your pipeline. So it's not just one client and one closing. You're building a whole list of clients. You guys saw how many clients Alex signed on last year. You're building a whole list of clients that are going to be working with you throughout the process and then also referring their friends, their family, their coworkers to you to help them buy a home. All right. So any other questions here that I can answer for people or Alex can answer? You guys can hear me now, right? Yeah. I had to unmute. Sorry about that. Okay. Well, so I don't see any questions here. Um, so is a real estate career right for you? We actually have a an application process on our website where when you apply, it'll do a personality assessment and it'll give you an idea. It'll actually tell you whether or not you're naturally going to be a good fit for the life of an agent, which can be a hectic life. Like things are changing all the time, coming at you from all different directions, unpredictability with income, schedule, all of that. But at the same time, it also can give you a lot of flexibility. So maybe you schedule your appointments so that you can, in the middle of the day, you can go to your kids' assembly, right? Things of that nature where you don't have to be at a certain place 8 to 5 every day. So if real estate's right for you, actually is super helpful to apply on our website. I always recommend people do the buyer specialist. Tony, can we actually put a link in the chat to that? So I always recommend people start with the buyer specialist one and apply for that. And we'll follow up with you after you do so and walk you through the assessment and walk you through what it means for you and can even give you an idea of more specifically what it could look like for you on the team. So we got a couple more messages here. Awesome. Thanks, James. I'm happy that's been helpful. Let's see, sell 30 plus homes a year. How to sell 30 plus homes a year? Leverage. Definitely leverage. I it, I think for an individual alone, um, I don't know many people that have done more than 20 homes in a year. I mean, you're doing everything. It's that's not actually a high quality of life. So when you're working with a team and you have people that are handling the marketing, handling the showings, handling the paperwork with the broker and the review process and all of that, that gives you more time to sign on more clients and show more homes. So we've got that link here for you if you want to fill out an application, and we'll follow up with you and go over the assessment. When you do the assessment, make sure you have it, you don't stop halfway through and go do something else and then come back to it, because it is a timed thing. You don't need to rush through it, but for instance, if you leave it for 3 hours and come back, it might say, well, not sure if real estate's gonna be right for you because you're indecisive or something like that. So glad this has been helpful for some of you. We're gonna have more like these. If you have any questions and you want to talk one-on-one confidentially, always happy to do so. I'm going to pop my phone number in the chat here. And be happy to sit down with you, and I'm going to put my email too, and help you figure out if this is the right role for you or not. Thanks, everyone, and have a great day.